All right, folks, let's head over to war. Russia preparing larger assault in the Ukraine, says White House. The U.S. is sending another $400 million worth of weapons to help Kiev hold off Moscow's possible push to Kharkov. But here's the problem with this. This is taxpayer money and people getting taxed to death in the United States with the Biden selection is basically destroying America. Like we said, Amerifornia is happening. Wagons east, not west, folks, with the Biden selection. And the White House National Security Advisors has suggested Russian forces could be preparing a large-scale advance on the Ukrainian city of Kharkov after Kiev accused Moscow of renewing its military activity in the region. So they are moving west, and this is what it looks like that's happening right now. And Israeli military orders evacuation of central Rafah prepares to expand operations. And the Israeli military has ordered Palestinians to evacuate more areas in the southern city of Rafah in the Gaza Strip in further indication that the regime is preparing to expand its military operations in the city despite widespread international opposition. The new evacuation orders issued on Saturday covers the areas in the center of Rafah, forcing tens of thousands more people to move to an expanded humanitarian area in Al-Mawasi, situated in the western part of Gaza, where aid workers have described its conditions as horrific. So this looks pretty sad, guys, this dire situation that's happening. And we never took sides on this show since day one. A lot of content creators have taken sides immediately once this kicked off, and they took down all those videos. They've, if I'm wrong about something, I apologize. I go back to a video, I say, look, I was wrong about this. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry about this. But you know what? A lot of these content creators or these influencers, they're just getting paid. They're getting paid to follow a narrative. Here, I'm proud to say, we don't even make $700 a year on social media here. So I'm proud to say that it's your coffee that you guys buy me, that support me. And this is a pretty sad one. 80 bodies recovered from Shifa Hospital mass graves, some victims executed at point-blank range. And the bodies of 80 Palestinians have been uncovered in 3 mass graves in Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City, where hard evidence shows some of the victims were executed at point-blank range during the Israeli military's horrific massacre of people and medical staff at the complex in March. And Netanyahu begs Biden to block ICC from trying to put him in prison for war crimes. Yes, Netanyahu was supposed to be in prison multiple times, but unfortunately, tragic events have happened that we've covered on the show, step by step, where he was, the family that was supposed to testify against him to put him behind bars for life ended up dying in a mysterious plane crash, and we've covered this almost on every show we bring this guy up. He is not our crime minister. He is a crime minister, afraid that he might actually be held to account for his war crimes in Gaza, Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is begging President Biden to do something about the stop of the International Criminal Court, ICC, from pursuing justice against himself and several other top Israeli government officials. Guys, if you want more on this, check out our video that we put up that actually got taken down on every platform, even the freedom of speech platforms. How Hamas got played. Hamas got played. You got played. You all got played in this war. And maybe somebody will say something about this in a couple of years, and people will be like, wow, we didn't know that. But you knew that because you watched this show, and you know what's going on. And you knew since day one what was going on. And American fighter jets fly over Guyana in show of support against socialist Maduro's territorial ambitions in oil-rich Ezequiel region. So guys, remember Nicolas Maduro, the guy that actually won the Venezuelan elections, and America went there and said that another guy won the election that never ran, that wasn't on the pollsters. Remember that, Mike in the Night, guys? Remember when we covered that? Huh? Guaido? Who the hell was Guaido? Well, he was a mason, a stonemason, a 20 or 30, whatever degree stonemason that went to Harvard. I think Harvard or one of them schools there in New England. They knocked on his door. Hey, You won the presidency of Venezuela. He's like, I never won. I never ran. I wasn't on the polls. How did I win? And America went on for a whole year saying that this guy was president of Venezuela and he never ran. It was Falcon against Nicolas Maduro. That's it. There was nobody else. And each one of them were fighting over who did more work with America, or who is working with America more. If you worked for America more, you lost the election, right? So that is very important there. And I wanted to share that with you guys. War news is happening. Chess pieces are moving. It's going to be a very interesting time to be alive this summer of 2024.